running for something like 9 years now, and from time to time over those 9 years, our next guest has appeared in our studio. He's Rickard Malmsten, a jazz bassist, a composer, and a man who has also brought several great talents into Hong Kong from Sweden over the past few years.
Now he's decided to move back to Sweden, but before leaving town, Rickard's here in our studio with the Nordic Light Quartet that also includes Magnus Lindgren, Erik Söderlind, and Jack Greminger. Welcome to the program.
Thanks,
Thank you. So the Nordic Light Quartet, tell me about it.
Erik is the band leader in Sweden, and also Magnus, and they've been doing a lot of projects. And I'm sort of been doing my original music for a while as well. So when we thought about this project, me and Erik was playing together last year with Christina Gustafsson, and I suggested maybe we bring a saxophone player. We both agreed that Magnus would be a fantastic choice if he was available. So what we did, instead of just using one of our names, we would just put a sort of a collective name, and we use some songs from Erik, some from Magnus, and some of myself. So we've been playing all original music, and it's been a big pleasure for me to have them over.
You've spent quite a bit of time here in Hong Kong. What can you tell me about the years you've spent here and all the great Swedish musicians that you've brought to us?
Well, it's been fantastic. It's almost 12 years now, and it have gone very, very fast, and I'm very, very thankful for Hong Kong, and yeah, it's going to be tough to leave, but hopefully I can come back quite often. I'm working with some projects, and I've been very happy to play with some great Swedish musicians here, like Magnus and Erik, and Nils Landgren and Ulf Akenius, and so I feel very blessed that I could still somehow be here and have some connection with Sweden.
You think we might get you back in town now and again?
Absolutely. Well, I'm setting up a few works now in Stockholm, and I might work as a little bit as a bridge between the Baltic countries, Sweden, and Asia. So let's hope we can get a lot of good musicians over here.
Well, interesting future projects for you, to be sure. What's in the pipeline for you, then? Did you have any interesting projects or recent recordings, for example?
Yeah, do you have a recording here?
Yeah, I have this latest album that we just performing this song from this album. This is called Fyra. It's a connection to Sweden. Fyra is actually 4.
Oh, okay.
Swedish. So it's an album with great musicians. Palle Danielsson, the bass player of Keith Jarrett once, and Jonas Holgersson, Anke Helfrich on the piano. It's it's a jazz recording.
Excellent. Perhaps we'll hear a bit of music then. You mentioned you're going to play a song off of this. Can you tell me about that music?
Yeah, this song is called Istanbul, and it's funny. Sometimes it can go fast to write a song, and this song I wrote in a taxi on the way to a concert in Istanbul. So it's collecting that my impressions of the Istanbul traffic and vibe.